Hello world. At the time of this recording, it's Monday, 28th April at 5 p.m. And I'm kind of speaking into the void right now because I have nowhere to post this because I have no power and no electricity. So I want to document what happened because this is just insanity. So I woke up today like any other day, but I heard helicopters and sirens. That was the first sign that something was off. Then I go into my living room and I see there's no power. And I check the switchboard and everything looks normal on the switchboard. Okay. So since I have no Wi-Fi, I switch on my phone to try to call my neighbor. No signal. It comes up as SOS. There's my next sign that something is off. So by now I'm thinking, okay, maybe the power line went down on my street or something. So I get dressed, I go outside, and what do I see? Hundreds of people in the streets with nowhere to go. Tourists with their suitcases, people sitting on the curb, people wandering around aimlessly, and then I see a guy with a physical radio to his ear. I'm like, what is happening? So I go to a store owner that I know, and I'm like, hey, is the power down on our street? And she looks at me like, Amanda, there's no power in all of Europe. And I just feel this cold chill go through my body. And I'm thinking, this is it. This is the start of World War III. This is cyber warfare. They've attacked the grid. How are we going to survive? Like all these thoughts going through my head. And I'm speechless. Like I can't get words out. So I just keep walking and I go into a hotel and they're like, we're closed. And I'm like, do you have any information? And they said, no, we have no access to the news. We don't have TV. We don't have social media. We don't know what's going on. We just know that Europe doesn't have power. Like, this is crazy. So needless to say, people can't pay with credit card, but I had some cash on me and all of the grocery stores are closed. The restaurants are closed, but they're like little fruit stands that are still open. So I go in there, I just take every fruit and vegetable that I see and I just hand the guy some cash. There's no way for him to properly calculate it. And I head home and I'm thinking to myself, wait, if this is like something really bad, my family's gonna panic. They're all the way in New York. They can't get in touch with me. They can't hear from me. What are they gonna think? So I try switching on my phone again. By some miracle, I have 1 bar of signal. I immediately call my mom. She picks up. Hey Amanda, how's it going? I'm like, what? I said, I don't even know how I'm getting through to you right now. I don't know when this call is going to drop. Please, quick, check the news. Tell me what's happening. She's like, what's going on? I said, I don't know. Please, just check the news. And she goes online and she says, okay, it says that Spain and Portugal are completely without power. The government is declaring state of emergency, but they're working on it and they're going to try to restore the power, but they don't know how long it will take. And I said, okay, so it's not all of Europe? She said, no, it's saying it's Iberia. And I'm like, look, I don't even know how this call is happening, but I need you to know I'm safe. I'm okay. I have food. I have water. I have medicine. I have supplements. I have power banks. I have candles. I have flashlights. Like, I'm totally fine. So just don't worry, whatever it is that's happening. And she's like, okay, I'm so glad that you could tell me. And we chat for a little. And then soon enough, I lose signal again and my phone turns into a brick. So that brings me to where I am now at home. I thought of going to a friend's, but everyone knows my address is the thing because I'm the one always hosting the parties and having the get-togethers. So if some friends really needed to reach me, like they know my address like the back of their hand. They know where I live. I don't know how long this is going to last, but if the pandemic taught us anything, it's to be prepared. And I've always been a doomsday prepper. So when lockdown hit back in 2020 and people were panicking and fighting each other at the grocery store over toilet paper, I didn't have to leave home because I had years' supplies of non-perishables and everything I need. Update, I made myself a gigantic salad. I do not want to open the fridge or the freezer. I want to keep the cold air in there and hope that the food doesn't spoil. Yeah, so it's just so strange being cut off from the world. And I know humans lived like this for like all of humanity, not having internet and whatever, using snail mail. Heck, even when I was growing up, I didn't have, computer access and smartphones and stuff, but it's just weird. We've become so reliant on it as a society. It's very bizarre. But I'm feeling better because I was able to chat with my mom for that 1 minute before I lost all signal again. So I feel like everything's going to be okay. I'm going to go for a walk before it gets dark out because I feel like once night properly hits, and thankfully the sun stays up until very late in Spain, but once it gets dark, I just know it's going to be chaos out there. So I'm going to go for a little walk. I'm going to film it. As far as I know, the streetlights are not working, so I don't know how people are driving without any streetlights. I feel like that's going to be crazy. So don't worry, I'm going to keep myself safe. I'm just gonna stay in the area and show you guys what's going on. The sirens and helicopters are so loud. So let's start with my stairwell is like pitch black. I have a flashlight with me because no sunlight penetrates through here, as you can see. So I literally brought my flashlight. I have water, I have cash. Look, you can't even see me. And good thing I use physical keys. I had to help a woman before because she has an electric keypad and she couldn't get in. So watch this, you guys. This is what opens the door, and since there's no electricity, the door won't open. So I'm going to use my physical key like we're in the olden days. There you go. It is loud. Everyone is out here. There's trash everywhere. Like, it's only day one of this and already it feels like the apocalypse. But something nice is that all the kids are outside playing. And good thing it's a beautiful day. It's actually really nice to see kids not on video games and on their phones, but playing ball. So I guess that's one positive. This is a reminder why you should always have cash on you. Now we're getting closer to the train station. I want you to see what's going on here. No, from what I hear, no trains running, no flights. All flights are canceled from what I'm hearing, so the tourists are stranded. They don't have hotels to go to because hotels are closed. It is just people everywhere. So let me show you. So I guess no cars. See them with their luggage. Because no cars, people are like playing ball in the street. Okay. Now we're coming up to the train station. Okay, I see some cars here. A lot of people, just their luggage with nowhere to go. There is no cross light, so we're just going for it. We're just gonna cross. Here's the station. Look at all these people. They have nowhere to go. Their trains are canceled. They're stranded. This is just day one. What if this goes on for weeks, you guys? Pure chaos. Let me show you. Look how many people. People in wheelchairs. Where do they have to go? Nowhere. It's utter madness. He just asked me not to record. I'm like, sir, I have nowhere to post it to. There's no internet. I have nowhere to share it to. Like, don't worry about it, sir. Closed off the entrance to the train station. Usually this is filled with taxis. It's now empty aside from all of us people stranded. So station is closed. Now we're gonna make our way to the park. I'm holding onto my phone for life. I don't want anyone to steal it. Again, this is my backup phone. My main one I'm keeping at home to keep it, full battery. There's hordes and hordes of people. You can hear the sirens. And we're not even in the city center, by the way. I can only imagine what the center looks like. And check it out. It does not work. We're all just trying to get answers here. We've got police cars, police blocking this off. So that roundabout, I don't know how I'm gonna cross this with no streetlights, but let's take a look and see. I'm not the only one in this situation. Oh, okay. I guess we are just crossing. Everyone and their mom is out and about today. You guys can probably hear the sirens. Just look how backed up it is. How am I gonna weave through this? Let's just go for it. I'm just gonna follow this guy. I'm going for it. More police. And here's where the park begins. I'm assuming everyone's coming to the park because what else is there to do? I'm hoping I can run into some friends. That would be nice. I mean, I'm completely alone with no way to be in contact with any friends. This guy's a hustler. He's selling water. Yes. It sounds like there's some kind of protest going on. Let's check it out. So many. Oh, okay, that is a bomberos. That's a fire truck. Chaos. Let's see what we got over here. Guess we've got nothing else to do.
Hola compas, hay un montón de que no sabemos qué hacer con nuestra puta vida y nos vamos a ir a la Rosa para no sufrir en silencio y solas con el neoliberalismo apretado en nuestra casa llorando. Entonces, no sé, que es otra propuesta, ¿vale? Que quien no se quiere ir a casa, se ha ofrecido el espacio de la Rosa, igual nos podemos hacer ahí, no sé, ver un punto de encuentro y ver qué hacer, porque no sabemos si va a colapsar el mundo. Igual, yo creo que el sistema, yo estoy convencida, yo creo que habría que hacer otro 15M.
Okay, and there's no TV to watch since no power. I think people are gonna get some books. The old-fashioned form of entertainment. We've got some people taking advantage of the shade. It's pretty hot and sunny out today. More bookshops. And hey, it's probably good for the booksellers. What else are people gonna do with their time? No social media, no video games. Someone who has a radio, which is our only form of communication to the outside world at this point, so let me try to listen into the Spanish radio and see what they're saying. Come with me.
Autónomas que han solicitado formalmente el nivel 3 de emergencia de protección civil. Estas son Andalucía, Extremadura y Madrid. Y el gobierno, como no puede ser de otra manera, ha aceptado su solicitud y va a asumir la gestión. Y hará lo propio con otras comunidades autónomas que lo quieran. Mientras tanto, los técnicos de red eléctrica están trabajando para determinar las causas y solucionar, esto es lo más importante ahora mismo, el problema lo antes posible. España cuenta con planes de reposición definidos para afrontar este escenario. Por el momento ya se ha restablecido el suministro en varios territorios del norte y del sur de la península gracias a las interconexiones con Francia y con Marruecos, países a los cuales quiero agradecer también su solidaridad en este momento. También se han reactivado los ciclos combinados y las centrales hidroeléctricas de todo el país, algo que debería permitirnos recuperar el suministro en toda España pronto. Sobre las causas. Todavía no tenemos información concluyente sobre los motivos de este corte, por lo que pido a la ciudadanía, al igual que hemos hecho en crisis pasadas, que se informen por los canales oficiales. Es mejor no especular, ya sabremos las causas, no descartamos ninguna hipótesis, pero ahora debemos centrarnos en lo más importante, que es devolver la electricidad a nuestros hogares. Desde el inicio del corte de suministro, todos los ministerios competentes han adoptado medidas para abordar esta situación. Las fuerzas y cuerpos de seguridad del Estado han ampliado su presencia y vigilancia en las calles y vías de comunicación, pero por el momento no se observa ninguna afectación de protección civil. Repito, no hay problemas de inseguridad. Nuestro sistema hospitalario está funcionando correctamente, pese a la dificultad. Hay grupos electrógenos de los centros sanitarios que están funcionando sin problemas y cuentan además con una larga autonomía. Además, se está dando servicio a domicilio a las personas con necesidades especiales. El tráfico portuario funciona sin incidencia, el tráfico aéreo tampoco se ha visto afectado, aunque hemos decidido reducirlo un 20% para garantizar la seguridad y el funcionamiento fluido. Y respecto al tráfico ferroviario, está detenido, como saben ustedes, por motivos de seguridad para los pasajeros. Los trayectos de media y larga distancia no se recuperarán hoy, pero los equipos están trabajando para tratar de recuperar los servicios de cercanía lo antes posible. En lo que respecta al plano económico, los cajeros automáticos de muchos bancos se han visto afectados, pero los sistemas de pago, tanto mayoristas como minoristas, están funcionando con normalidad, como también lo está haciendo la banca electrónica. Lo más importante ahora es seguir las recomendaciones que quiero trasladar al conjunto de la ciudadanía hasta que esta crisis se haya solucionado. En primer lugar, reduzcamos al mínimo los desplazamientos. En segundo lugar, sigamos únicamente información oficial y por tanto no propaguemos, no hagamos caso a informaciones de dudosa procedencia como ha ocurrido en otras crisis. Sabemos perfectamente que estas crisis son propicias para la propagación de bulos, de desinformación, que lo que hacen es polarizar y inocular desasosiego al conjunto de la ciudadanía. Así que pido responsabilidad a la gente para no difundir informaciones de dudosa procedencia. Y en tercer lugar, debemos hacer un uso responsable del teléfono móvil. Ahora las telecomunicaciones están en un momento crítico, vamos a pasar unas horas críticas hasta que recuperemos totalmente la electricidad y por tanto necesitamos hacer llamadas breves.
¿Pero por qué se cierra el registro?
Pues porque no sé, la incongruencia de esta banda.
So they closed the park, but there are still people in it, but I guess they're not letting new people in it. Came to a park that is open. The timestamp is now 6:12 p.m. Not everyone likes me recording, which I understand why. People are entitled to their privacy, so I'm only gonna record myself now. But in case you don't speak Spanish and didn't understand what the radio was saying, it basically, to recap, said this is an official crisis. Madrid is declaring state of emergency. President Pedro Sanchez is being briefed on everything. The hospitals are now using generators as a backup, and they're asking people to please not try making calls only if it's an absolute emergency, because they need that bandwidth just for emergency calls. My phone's not even working, so there's that. What else? It's saying, yeah, all these provinces of Spain are affected. Total crisis, from what I'm hearing, and they're telling people just stay home, stay safe. They're working on it. The thing is, like, my apartment is nice and cold, but it is a hot day and there are a lot of people who don't have air conditioning. So that's why they're coming to parks like this to sit in the shade and have like a cold beer, which the hustlers are selling, which is actually a very smart business model. I was also thinking to myself, okay, since no phones, no dating apps, this actually could be a good way for singles to meet. Like, I know that's a silly thing to think in a time of crisis, but everyone is out, everyone's on the streets, so this is a great way to meet people organically. So who knows, maybe someone finds their love of their life today, and we get a silver lining out of all of this. So I'm seeing a lot of friends hanging out, and it's making me like a little sad because I don't know where my friends are, they don't know where I am, I have no way of being in contact with them. Like, I don't have roommates or anything like that. So seeing all these friends hanging out, I miss you guys. So people in this park are having picnics, hanging out. Maybe I can make some friends. I feel like such a loner. And there are also people doing yoga, just making the most of our time. Honestly, when you take away the whole doomsday factor, it's actually kind of nice to just have quiet time, be outside and be in nature and hear the birds chirp and do whatever, and not be at work or distracted by superficial things. Just focus on being present, being alive. At least that's what I'm telling myself, to stay sane. And I don't come to this park often, so you know what, guys? Discovering new things. It's not all bad. Just would be nice to know when we're gonna return to normal. But in the meantime, it's a beautiful day, beautiful nature, beautiful architecture. You guys, life isn't all bad. It's all gonna be okay. Just like the duckies, just keep swimming. There she is, the Spanish flag. Continuing my walk, I'm genuinely wondering, are the tourists okay? Imagine it's your first time ever in Spain, you're so excited, you planned this trip for months, you get to Madrid, and this happens. I feel for those tourists, this is not a good first impression. I finally found like a quiet little alleyway away from all the crowds. The sirens have just been blaring. I'm not even going to try to switch on my mobile service because it's clear that they need every bit of signal for emergency communications. So I'm just going to keep wandering and doing my thing. There was a gentleman who came up to me and asked specifically that I do not get him on camera at all. First of all, this is a public space, right? We're public, we're out in the city. If you really want to hide, maybe don't be out in public. I told him no problem, I'm not zooming in on people's faces, I don't care to record specific people, but it made me wonder, like, did he lie to his wife about where he is, and maybe he's cheating on his spouse and she doesn't know he's in Madrid? Who knows? Just making up stories to keep myself entertained. I was tuned in to the radio. They said the pressing question is the why. Why is this happening? How did it happen? Where do we go from here? They don't have answers at this time. I think even if they did have answers, they're not going to tell us. So at the time of this recording, which is, it's now past 6:30 p.m., we don't know why all of the power went out, and I don't really know what's being done about it. I just keep hearing Pedro Sanchez is informed and he's on it. But at this time of recording, we have no timeline. We really don't have information. We're just told to keep to ourselves and keep trucking along. So that's what I'm going to do. Area. This is where they keep the horses. So the police on horses must be out and about. You see these closed signs everywhere. Just everything is closed indefinitely. There are like no cars going this way, but so many cars going this way. So I think this traffic jam is them all trying to exit the city. I'm gonna be the founder of a new dating app called Go Outside, because I'm getting a lot of stares from people who I guess would normally be indoors. And I'm just thinking of all the people who left for work this morning thinking it was going to be a normal day and either got stranded at their office or... I'm approaching Museo de Prado. This is my walk back. Very beautiful walk. Nice to enjoy it without any traffic. We are by the Prado Museum and it's a vibe, honestly. Sunbathing, picnicking. If this wasn't such a weird day, this would honestly look like a painting of a perfect day in the park. Really reminding me of pandemic times during lockdown where we had nowhere to go, nothing to do, no plans, no one to see, just aimlessly wandering, wondering when things will be normal again and just living in the moment. It's like pandemic 2.0 minus the disease and the lockdown. Prado Museum is now a football court, playing some soccer. This area because it feels less doomsday, more vacation. I think now that we know it's not a full-blown start of a war or shutting the whole power grid. I mean, we still don't know what this is, but it feels less doomsday now. I think we're starting to restore hope, and while I still have no clue what's going on, I'm just here enjoying the beauty. No one can contact me. Normally I'm getting 200 messages a day. Not having to answer to anyone, not having to hear from anything. It's nice for a day, but I know any longer than that, I would start to become unhinged. Since there are no lights working, they're using manual crossing guards to get people to where they need to go.
This is at Fuente de Neptuno, normally filled with cars, but they've closed it just to the civil guard, the police, firefighters. Never thought I'd see the day where so many people are out and about on a random Monday. All the streets filled. We're now heading north towards Palacio de Cibeles. I started recording this. I had no idea it was going to be a full day vlog, but now I'm committed. We're in the thick of it. So I want to show you guys something. Look at this line. It keeps going, 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 all the way down. I don't know what they're in line for, maybe for the bus, but that is Cibeles. So we're gonna go find out if the policia let me through. I'm gonna try to find out what they're all here for. I heard something about getting the bus to the airport, but I didn't even know the airport is still functioning and flights are still going out. Oh wow. Look over here. Let's go investigate. Madre mía. Yeah, I do think this is a bus to the airport because everyone here has their luggage. How can an airport function without electricity? It just keeps going and going. I don't know, maybe you guys know what this is? I like how I'm talking to you as if you can respond to me as if I'm on a live feed. Meanwhile, I have no idea when this will be posted or who's going to watch it, but I think it's just keeping me sane to feel like I have someone to talk to. I know that sounds pathetic, but bear with me. These are weird times and I'm just trying to make the most of it. Helicopters are so loud. There's one. Found the cerveceria that is somehow still open. People just enjoying life as normal on the terrace. I'm really dehydrated now. The sun is not messing around. It's pretty hot, so I'm gonna stop and get a drink and hydrate. Sweet relief. Like, look how red my cheeks are. Gotta stay hydrated. In the city center, it's completely full. Something that I think is a miss is that there is no like central place for communication. Like, we have no idea what the heck is going on. I just feel like they should set up some kind of communication center or some like notice where people can come and read updates and things like that. Because I've been walking around, I don't see anything of that sort. Just people wandering aimlessly and bothering the police, asking for updates, asking what's happened. Hordes and hordes of people. The lines are outrageous. These people are waiting for the bus. I honestly didn't think buses would still be running. But I'm glad they are because people commute into Madrid to go to work. And they live in the suburbs, so to get home they would be stranded here. Once again, no street lights, so we're just gonna wing it, walk where we want. So much confusion. Cars don't know what to do. People trying to get home from work. No idea how all these people are going to get onto the buses and make it home eventually. And they don't have any social media or anything to entertain themselves while they wait. I think those buses are ever going to come. I keep hearing people say, no hay metro, no hay metro, which means there's no metro. Because the metro obviously has suspended service. So really the only thing to do is to go by foot. Which is what I'm doing, clearly. When I majored in journalism in university, I didn't think this is what I would be using my degree for. But hey, it works. I learned how to do the man on the street interviews and get in front of the camera and just start recording everywhere with no shame. So today I'm putting my journalism degree to use. So many police trucks, they just keep going. My favorite fountain in Madrid, and I've never been able to just walk right up to it and get this close because it's always closed for cars. So it's actually a very beautiful moment to see it up close and personal. Fuente de Neptuno. It's Neptune. Everybody's on their phones because there's no signal, no internet, but also because people want to conserve their battery because there's no way to charge. And then you have me full on having a photo shoot with my favorite fountain. So hope you're enjoying the view. If you've never been to Madrid, now you can kind of say that you've been here and seen a lot of landmarks, albeit in the strangest way. I just heard some lady yell, "Save your battery, soon there won't be any light," in Spanish. Traffic is insane of people trying to get out of the city. Finally, someone else with the camera. I haven't seen any news today. I guess because they have nowhere to stream it to. All restaurants, stores, pretty much everywhere is closed. The line for the bathrooms are getting pretty long. It's so weird seeing no one on their phones. Normally when I walk these streets, people are like zombies, scrolling, texting, voice noting. And now it's just hands-free, people actually looking around at their surroundings. Buses are absolutely filled to the brim. I feel bad, they're packed in there like sardines. Chaos. All the buses full. People trying to get in. My camera's auto-correcting, but it's actually so dark in here. We're in a grocery store. It really feels like the apocalypse, honestly. Like it's actually, if not corrected for lighting, it's this dark in here. We're using calculators like the olden days. Guys, miracles happen, dreams come true. I found a friend! I'm not alone, finally! Literally found each other on the streets. Let's cheers to that. With Georgian mineral water, the only place that's open. Guys, I'm not alone anymore. I have a friend!
Everybody.
Everybody who doesn't exist because there's no signal. I'm so relieved. We're in this together. He doesn't have flashlights or candles, so I'm gonna help him out because my place is stocked as if the apocalypse is gonna happen tomorrow. Gotta love that doomsday prep. Good things do happen in crazy times. Shining my flashlight to get back home because this stairwell is pitch black. Got my friend here with me. Feels like the end of times. Okay. Let's see. We made it. Moment of truth. I'm recording this in the dark. Power is back! Let there be light! The parking sign is on. Oh my goodness. What time is it? It is 8:06 p.m. We heard a click and suddenly the lights came on. Let's hope it stays. Let's pray that this is it and that we get some answers soon. Thank you for watching and for tuning in. I am safe. I'm home at this time. I'm gonna go turn every appliance I own on. Gonna go cook myself a feast. Say hi, Boris. Time to celebrate! Let's get the champagne. So hungry. I haven't eaten all day. It is time. Here we go. Oh, baby, I've missed you.
El gobierno analizaremos también la deriva de la política, que la hay, lógicamente, pero se incorpora ya a la mesa de análisis Amparo García, jefa de Economía de los Servicios Informativos.
Críticas hasta que recuperemos totalmente la electricidad y, por tanto, necesitamos hacer llamadas breves y usemos el teléfono de emergencias 112 solo.
Celebrate light. We are having a mini feast to restore. I've not eaten all day with just the chaos of everything going on. Gotta get those nutrients back and be grateful for this.
El presidente de la Moncloa avisaba de horas críticas por delante. No ha aclarado la causa de ese gran apagón el presidente del gobierno. No hay información concluyente, decía a esa hora, aunque no ha descartado ninguna hipótesis. Confirmaba Sánchez que toma el control el gobierno central de la gestión de esta crisis en las comunidades autónomas que así lo soliciten, que eleven a nivel 3 el nivel de emergencia. De momento son 4 las comunidades.
Esa primera reunión, el presidente del gobierno ha anunciado que el gobierno central asumía la coordinación elevando la emergencia a nivel 3 en varias comunidades. Alba.
Calling it el Gran Apagón, the Great Blackout. All of the stations are just utter chaos. This is just happening 2 streets away from me. People are sleeping in the station overnight because they have nowhere to stay, nowhere to go. It's now 12:30 past midnight and we're watching the news to try to get more updates. At this time, we still don't know how or why this happened. There isn't any further info. I just know that my friends who live in the city center got cell signal back but still have no electricity, no power. And I'm hearing that in many parts of Spain and pretty much all of Portugal, they still don't have power. So I feel very lucky to have electricity. I'm gonna make the most of it because who knows if this will happen again. But as you can see in my face, I'm absolutely exhausted. It has been such a long day with so much confusion. I'm ready to upload this and go to sleep. And who knows what kind of world I'll wake up to tomorrow, because today when I woke up, I had no idea what kind of day I was gonna have. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching and for tuning in. I didn't know it was gonna turn into this full-blown vlog, but honestly, I'm so happy that I documented this because, wow, I've never had an experience like this before. So sending lots of love. I hope that everyone gets their power back soon. I hope everyone is safe and well. And we'll see if we ever get an answer about all of this. Who knows? But in the meantime, I wish you all a good night and thank you for watching.